won't see me without my medication. I got bottles of pills that keep me from going crazy. I keep smoking and drinking, nigga, I'm still sedated. I try to hold it together, really, I'm slipping lately. Tripping harder than ever, got me hallucinating. I'm in the car with the devil chopping and screw it, baby. I just listen to bitches brew and get elevated. I'm getting high, I smoke inside of the elevator. I took all of this acid, got me disintegrating. Now my vision is melting, really, I feel it fading. I'm seeing demons and monsters, really, it's very scary. I know killers and gangster niggas that's in my family. Selling pills and them EBTs just to make it happen. Shit, my mama and granny packing about that action. Catch me shooting at niggas like I'm movie directing. Catch me rolling with 45, I needed protection. Niggas talk shit till they get shot back like that. You don't wanna end up like that, like that. Flip it, then I bring it right back like that. You don't really know about that, like that. Niggas talk shit till they get shot back. You don't wanna end up like that, like that. Flip it, then I bring it right back like that. You don't really know about that, like that. Niggas blow your brains by that. Put a hole in your baseball cap. Fade to the black, just like that. Talk too much and your soul get snatched. Let the top fall back. I'ma change lanes, nigga, just like that. Sitting on blades with the seat way back. V12 sitting in the trunk way back. You don't gotta listen when they talk like niggas talk shit till they get shot back like that. You don't wanna end up like that, like that. Flip it, then I bring it right back like that. You don't really know about that, like that. Niggas talk shit till they get shot back. You don't wanna end up like that, like that. Flip it, then I bring it right back like that. You don't really know about that, like that. I'ma keep running from the past. Foot up on the gas. Blunt guts, weed crumbs, sticking to the dash. No talk, bring me to the cash. Just ate mushrooms, took a couple tabs. I've been tripping lately, so a nigga might crash. Just spilled Drake on my J's like damn. Nigga, I'm a bar, baby, make 'em say man. I don't wanna check, put the money in my hand. I don't need a bank when I got a rubber band. Pockets kinda heavy, keep the money in my pants. Heart still heavy, I've been looking for my friends. Everybody leave, everybody in the end. I don't feel alone, cause the drugs is my friends. Just took another, I'll be gone for a minute. Buy by the ounce or the gram, it depends. Nigga, I be floating off the ground off of this. Niggas talk shit till they get shot back like that. You don't wanna end up like that, like that. Flip it, then I bring it right back like that. You don't really know about that, like that. Niggas talk shit till they get shot back. You don't wanna end up like that, like that. Flip it, then I bring it right back like that. You don't really know about that, like that.
Is it working? There's nobody in chat. And that might just be because we've ruined stream, or it could be because it's not working, but I think everything is working. Also, my audio levels are all going to be fucked up. I think the snowball is working right now. Don't play anything. Get rid of this. We got stream here. Everything seems to be working. It seems like we are successfully live. It says a third person is in chat. We might have just destroyed our fucking stream base because we didn't stream for 2 weeks and we streamed once inside and it wasn't a very good stream. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. How much battery do we have left? It's saying we still got 2 hours and 14 minutes, 95% remaining. Well, we were supposed to have 4 hours of battery, so I don't know. Streaming takes a lot of battery, right? Whoosh is here. That's a hell of a callback. But, Miller said he wasn't going to be here anyway. But, we don't even have much clickbait in the stream title. It'll be interesting. I'll see if people slowly come in. No, I don't want to get the fucking major explanations out of the way if nobody's goddamn in chat. So what do we usually do at the beginning of streams? What did we not do last stream? We just went through Letterbox, Mal, and whatever the gamer equivalent of Mal is. What is it called? Backlogged or whatever? Miller had to link them to me. I don't even know how to get there, especially they aren't saved on this computer. But I remember we didn't go through like the mass amount of tweets since the time before last stream. So if we scroll back down that far, what the fuck? How far back do we have to go? Like here? That's some crazy shit. So maybe we can do that later. We can check to see if anything new and spicy has happened on the channel, but of course nothing has, because nothing's been uploaded. Though we do have a plan for that moving forward, so we can talk about that. You like the Villain Saga anime now? No, definitely not. Oh yeah, I was supposed to have the retraction finished for the stream, but I worked on it a little bit today, and I finished rewatching my own video, and I have a bunch of notes. I just have to like actually write the retraction now, which I think we'll do tomorrow, and then gross. Ugh. Which I think we'll do tomorrow, and then we'll probably talk about stream tomorrow. Because right now it's not on this computer, so the video is okay. The anime is still bad, but Skaluki is here saying I'm so fast. Apparently, I don't know what's going on now. It says 5 viewers. Maybe I don't know. We were delayed in the notification. I don't know what's going on with stream anymore. We got to recuperate some shit. We got to build shit back up. Because how long ago will it have been now? It was at the beginning of this month, right? That's when the last chapter came out. It wasn't the beginning of last month. Everything is fucked up in my head right now. But what video are you talking about? If we scroll down, how far do we have to scroll down before we get to it? It's like a year and a half old at this point, like mid-2019. I asked all this stuff. Why the Vinland Saga anime adaptation is disappointing. A big 40-minute video. So I've been re-watching it, taking notes about to do a little update thing, because I talked about this a lot. That's actually a good segue, since we're going to talk about all those videos I didn't fucking talk about last time. So we got to get the pause and select Attack on Titan video up, because Krastorf does these videos where he goes back and he talks about all his old fairy tale videos and why they're bad. It sort of gives an updated thoughts, self-corrects, retracts things. So that's what I want to do. I don't want to make videos about it, though. I just want to make pinned comments under all my old videos that is like an update in case you're watching them two years later or something. What other videos do we have? We did have the Best Guy Ever one that I didn't really talk about. I don't know. The one up here will remind me that we have to talk about it later, but there you go. People seem to be flooding into chat now. Hello, everybody. Kyle, I still haven't finished my backlog because of my PS2 and PS3 are at my parents', and I'm very upset right now. Well, frankly, embarrassing. But I'm sure Mr. R has a pretty extensive backlog. Mr. K is here too, saying hello. So we're starting to get some people in chat. This is good. I was scared there for a second. But Star Wars Battlefront 2 PS2 is the best game. The only Star Wars Battlefront I ever played was the first one for like the new gen of consoles, for the PS4. I haven't played any of the old ones, so... do we need this up here anymore? Should we get rid of... Does everything seem to be going fine? The computer's supposed to be just as strong, I think, as the last laptop. The big point is, the main draw, the main, what do you call it? Clickbait in the stream title is that we do have a new laptop. I bought this laptop today. Been setting it up. I'm deathly tired. And I was like, no, got to stream, can't be tired. Is my brightness at full? It is. So that's the big thing here. We're testing it out. We're seeing if everything's going good. Look at this white bar at the bottom. What do you call this? Taskbar. Didn't used to be like that, I don't think. But yes, it's all different. We're checking to see if everything will work out. I'm down $1,100 because I also had to pay for fucking Office. I thought I had been paying for Office, but apparently I hadn't been. And so they took one big annual fucking cut of like $100, plus the laptop was $1,000. I have no money now. It's miserable. All because the fucking laptop broke. Disgusting. But here we are. It seems to be doing okay. Have you caught up with Vinland Saga? Of course not. Why would I want to do that? Man, this video only came out 2 weeks ago. We had a whole, not $1,000 laptop back then, but I know that's all really we have to say about the laptop, I guess. Should we go back through all these tweets? Outside of this, I don't even know what we're going to do today. Anime Balls Deep Attack on Titan video is the worst thing I've ever watched. There was a thing, we could watch a bunch of videos. We could go over a bunch of scripts. These are things that we can do when we don't have anything to do on stream. I feel like I had something to actually do on stream, though. Hey, I haven't downloaded Showdown on this computer yet. That's a big oversight. But, What the fuck did we tweet? This is the last chapter review. The last chapter review. Fuck, I got 24 likes on that shit. Football shit. Tommy Rodriguez died like 2 weeks ago. That's how old this is. Me linking the chapter review to try and get views. It didn't get views. Neither one of these videos really got much views. 5.5 and 6K. That kind of sucks. This video still only being on 6K fucking sucks. It's awful. The girls main eventing WrestleMania. That's some old news right there. Uploading. While the premiere was fun in case you missed it. There we go. We linked that. Got 25 likes. Some retweets. My big encouragement last stream to get everybody to go back and retweet this tweet. Got it at 3 more retweets. So isn't that awesome? We got the whip shot. Fuck, WrestleMania was a long time ago as well. The thing you have to say. Forrest be winning on Twitter. He just got good tweets. But nobody cares about wrestling. But the thing about Narjax you gotta understand is she's not like most girls. There we go. We will stream tonight. I wonder if I did stream that night. We can go over Attack on Titan. No, I think this is when the laptop broke. Well, it looks like I'm not streaming live because the laptop won't turn on. This might mean no streams for potentially a long time. So how long did it take us? 14 days, 2 weeks exactly to get a working laptop back. So that's miserable. Laptop died with Attack on Titan. It is true, the last stream with the original laptop that all the other streams were on was the final Attack on Titan stream. So make of that what you will. WrestleMania tweets incoming. I don't want to read all of the wrestling tweets. There's like 50 of them, unironically, here. I'm sure somebody read through them. That makes me very happy. We're still going through them. Since Digest is cancelled forever, I'll tweet about videos I watch and have something to say about them. This is a wrestling video. 30 minutes of Walking the Kingdom Road goodness. This was everything the last one wasn't. I don't think anybody in stream chat cares about this. Oh my god, I like the last scene with Mikasa. Holy shit, I'm working on a video defending the ending and it's at 10 now. Is this still happening? Maybe we can just go through that. Also the Pokemon manga meme. I gotta talk about that. Maybe we can spill the beans on the fucking last chapter meme. And go back through it here. It might help with writing certain things. Everything, all my settings are fucked up. So how far do we have to zoom out on this to make it? About 50 seems okay. Fuck, I feel like I'm gonna fucking throw up in my mouth every time I burp. That's excellent. I've definitely grown to like it after a few reads of the chapter. People talking about the last chapter. I think this happened with a lot of people. This Vegeta panel thing about... I guess Bulla is now canon in the DBS manga, which is interesting. I don't know what's going on in whatever manga this is, but Bulla was always and always will be based. Just say that name a few times. Bulla is Vegeta and Bulma's second kid after Trunks. They have a girl, and this was a GT meme. It was only in Dragon Ball GT, I'm pretty sure. I don't think she's in... Because the meme about DBZ is like the last 3 episodes of DBZ are like 15 years in the future, and Goten and Trunks are like adults. It's like a massive flash forward, and Pan is a character. She's not just in GT. But I don't think... Is Bulla in the crowd at the end? She might be. I don't know, it's been so long since I watched the end of DBZ. So maybe Bulla has always been canon. And this is just DBS playing into that. Because I think Pan is also canon. Well, she has to be, because again, this is at the end of DBZ. Not just a GT thing, it's just something GT elaborated on. So I guess I was more impressed that Bulla was canon, but maybe she always was. I think the old Alliance video is now going to be packaged into the ending defense video, and it's going to be an hour long. Oh no, the Black Swordsman video is about to be that long too. Oh no. This isn't true anymore. The understanding the ending video is not going to be that long. Samoa Joe got released. More wrestling memes. Bro Latias died. Crazy shit. Fucking... I forgot about the cute girl that Latias turns into in this fucking... I always mix them up. I thought the AS one was the blue one, but I think that's the red one. Pokemon doing their twin shit. yeah, this made me want to rewatch all the Pokemon movies, which is a big meme. Let me read chat just in case I'm missing everything. Mr. R has linked his backlog. I do want to click on this, so... Here we go. Yes, new laptop. Bacon is here. Bacon is here. We do have a new laptop. We were just talking about it. Oh, look at this. 5 stars. That's all we need to check. Let me go through the rest of the tweets, and then we'll do whatever. I'm thinking a lot about rewatching just randomly the Latias and Latias movie today, but I don't think I can do it without having the emotional outlet. A stream to talk about it afterwards, the depressing nostalgia would be too much. True, but now we have it, and I now have more time, so I was thinking... Remember, I know I tweeted about this. I don't know if I ever specifically talked about it on stream, but the meme idea to rank every Pokemon episode by region so I'd have an excuse to rewatch it all. You could throw the movies into there. So I don't know if I should just watch the movies and actually rewatch the movies, or I should tie that into this impossible plan that's never going to happen. About a massive rewatch. Also, this fucking song is so sick, and it's from that Latias and Latias movie. It plays at the beginning. The new laptop is sometimes lagging with specifically videos and audio. I don't think this is because of stream. I think it was doing this beforehand. That isn't fun. This song is so fucking sick. It plays at the beginning when they're... I don't know about the audio levels yet, because if I listen to my voice, it's not quite with it, so maybe I should turn it down a little bit more. It's generally in the mix. I don't know. I'm not a fucking mixer, alright? Or on Twitch. But this song's fucking great. God, this song will always slap. Was this the best Pokemon movie? 2000. I remember the Darkrai one was sick. Lucario. These are like the best movies, I think. The Lucario one is so fucking cool. The Darkrai one is so cool. 2000 was always like my nostalgic favorite. The Entei one I remember being one of my favorites, as well as the Latios and Latias one. Who was responding about the Celebi movie? Somebody was doing that in the replies. I wasn't so hot on that, but there we go. I started following a bunch of random Pokemon accounts, like Pokemon manga panels out of context, just Pokemon out of context, the Pokemon music thing. They just tweeted the fucking song. That song's great, though. Little Root Town. This is it, the most melancholic song of all time. The small bit of comfort overcome with massive depressing nostalgia. Welcome to the headspace that isn't coming back ever, Poggers. Look at the Titans go 100 meters here. Look at this, they're on their own goal line. Big pass. Look at Thompson go. That's the 50, 40, 30, and he's away. They were doing so well, and they fucking lost that game. Then Suzuki just retweeting randomly One Piece panels, Pog. Suzuki is a big professional wrestler after all. His Twitter handle is literally Suzuki D Minoru. So that's got to be a little based. Then if we go over to Mr. R's letterbox after we finish the tweets, but here we go. Bacon in here specs. I don't know. I tried to get the one with the most RAM. That was also the cheapest. So this one is supposed to have 16 gigabytes. I don't know what it is of RAM, which I think is what the last laptop had. It seems to be streaming okay right now. Chat can give me feedback if it is going good or bad. Or in the green. I'm not sure. Celio-pilled, however you say it is here. Maybe turn the audio down. The general audio or the desktop audio. Latios turned into a girl, right? Well, at the beginning, Latios is the girl, and she's like mute, and then Ash is like following her around. And she was a particularly cute little girl. So there we go. Nice try, 16, damn. 16 what? 16 thingy, yeah. Background / desktop, yeah. I turned it down a little bit more. The only Pokemon movie I watched is the Tree of Life one with Lucario, and it was based. True. I forgot about the whole Tree of Life stuff, because Mew is in that movie somehow. And Mew kidnaps Pikachu and Meowth, right? Then there's the Reggies, and they, like, kill everybody. and it's a big sad moment, but then it's revealed everybody was fine, of course. But they play it up in the moment like they're fucking dead. And it also has the sick war scene at the beginning. Pokemon movies based, all of them. Should we... How many are there? If we scroll down... I can't believe this fucking remake has come out and I haven't played it still. And Crash 4 came out and I still haven't played it. I haven't played a video game in so long. Users rating. Let's see all the 5-star games Mr. R's got going on here. We got Bioshock. Always hear good things. Haven't played it. Shadow of the Colossus. Same story. I've sort of been spoiled on both of them. I know Shadow of the Colossus. Haha, you're the bad guy in the end. Isn't that crazy? Bioshock, I know about the underground water stuff and all the stuff. I'm pretty sure I'd like both of these games a whole lot, and I wish I played them. Same with Walking Dead, but again, I know all the spoilers there. Okami, I know a decent amount about, mostly from the PCP talking about it. Jack and Daxter, obviously, 5-star game. God, it's such a comfort game. I feel like I can complete that game 100% in like 5 hours. Speed running or whatever the fuck. Metal Gear Solid. Again, I know a lot of spoilers about Metal Gear Solid. It's hard to keep up with my spoiler knowledge. Until Dawn with 5 stars is interesting. I remember some people were kind of shitting on that game. But it's the same type of people that would shit on all the narrative-focused games, I think, which I liked. I played Journey. I didn't know. I bumped The Last of Us down to a 4.5 there. Uncharted 4, obviously based. Papers, Please is by the same person that did Obra Dinn, which I really want to play both those games. But I don't play video games. Never played any of the Dark Souls stuff. I played a tiny bit of Doom. My fucking throat. I feel like I'm going to vomit, chat. I'll vomit on you. It was fun, but I then gave up on it. I've never played any Elder Scrolls games. God of War, I played like 4 hours of it. It was fun, a lot of fun, and then it just got away from me. Also, I've never... I played like an hour, and I own the actual first God of War game. I was fighting like a Leviathan or something at the beginning. I don't remember. But I also watched the big Joseph Anderson God of War video, so I know all the spoilers there as well. But that only made me want to play the game more. I think that's actually what motivated me to end up playing the bit of it I did. Never played any Resident Evils, except for the 7 demo, I think. But this is the Wii edition. Sunshine I've played a little bit of, and I liked it again. We're out of 5-star area once here. Again, Bloodborne, I haven't played of it. Pokemon Gold being the favorite one, we can't be down with that. I've only played Call of Duty multiplayer. I really want to play Hellblade as well. Seems cool. Never played Warcraft or Diablo. More Metal Gear. Now, I think a lot of people think Metal Gear Solid 3 is the best one, right? And one's up here, but 2 isn't. Isn't there like a big argument between the people who like 2 and the people who like 3? Nintendogs, I never got into Nintendogs or The Sims, which is funny. I don't even know what Area 51 or this one is. Never played Little Big Planet. I think I have this Spider-Man game, but I really haven't played it. I've never played Melee. Highest rated Final Fantasy here is 9, which is interesting. I know that's a hot take. I've only played the first 2. I've never played a Ratchet & Clank game either. This is like the generation of games here. Hellblade is a game I want to play. Alright, lunch is over. I'll see you later. Villain Saga is very good, by the way, Kyle. Something Villain Saga. Anne is here. Everhood is a really good indie game. Until Dawn was, for me, was the perfect video game embodiment of all my favorite cheesy slasher films. Well, I don't think I've ever seen a slasher film. I've seen the Maker slasher film in The Sopranos, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know shit all about it because I don't know. I think I do have Until Dawn because I got it in one of like the 2 free PlayStation games you get every month with PlayStation Plus. But I don't play video games, right? I'm not gonna play it. Goddamn, your resolution is damn high and I can't even watch it. Amazing. Is this true? Is this happening? GOW, Gears of War would have been better if they removed the dragged out sections. So read those new chapters, maybe later. I'll fucking whatever. Damn, Mr. R played a shit ton of stuff. Mr. R makes fucking video games. Of course he's played a lot. Never played Medieval. All of the good Crash games here. Even this one. on 4 stars, Horizon on 4.5. The Uncharted's up here. 3 isn't here, though, which is interesting. There's always a disparity there. Fucking Rayman on PS1, I remember playing that, and Croc when I was really little. I haven't played them when I've been cognizant enough to understand if I'm having a good time. I know the Stanley Parable is a big meme, never played it. Miller's going to be very mad when he sees this and he sees Super Mario Galaxy without 5 stars. I don't know, I think I didn't, right? I didn't put Super Mario Brothers on my backlog because I get up to the second last level and can't beat the fucking hammer throwing motherfuckers, and it makes me so mad. But that's the closest Mario game I've ever gotten to finishing, I think, besides 3D Land on the 3DS. I think that's it. Flower is another, like, walking sim-esque game. Ooh, Tomb Raider 2's here. Uncharted 3 is down here too. Again, I only played a little bit of Tomb Raider 2. More of a Tomb Raider 1 person. Crash Bash is, I think, the only Crash game I've never played, besides some of the handheld games. But I've never played Crash Bash, which is interesting. But yeah. I don't see Tomb Raider 1 yet. I wonder where it is. I wonder if it's on here. I feel like this Quidditch World Cup game, was this there's a Game Boy Advance game, right? And I remember playing that a little bit as a kid. Never played any of the Spyro ones. I'm just kind of scrolling through. I've never played any Lord of the Rings games either. Well, besides Shadow of Mordor. Nitro Kart all the way down here. I think I have the the Tasmanian Tiger game, but I've never actually played it. Minecraft down here, definitely played that one. Dark Souls 2 down here. I know that's the one people don't like. You got Five Nights at Freddy's down here. I've never played one of those games either. We've got a poor Wrath of Cortex down here. Wii Sports with only 2.5 stars. That's sacrilege. I didn't play the whole of Knack, but I played a little bit of it. And yeah, it wasn't too hot. Oh, we're down to the last page now. We got Fortnite with 1 star. Lego Dimensions. Pokemon Go. Ooh, we got Skyrim all the way down here. This Game of Thrones Telltale game. The Simpsons wrestling game. I remember seeing vision of that game. Far Cry 4, Ukulele. Oh my god, this game is fucking terrible. But I used to love it. God damn it. The Crash and Spyro crossover GBA game. I like the one boss battle where you verse either Crash or Spyro, depending on which version of the game you have. Because they Pokemon'd it. You can either get purple Ripto's Rage or probably yellow Cortex's something. And it would have been a Spyro game. I remember always trying to beat the fucking A button mashing crunch minigame where you have to lift the weight up. I could never fucking do it. But the one boss battle where you like shoot fire or whatever across you beat up Spyro, because I was always playing the Crash version. I remember that being a fun boss battle. But there's Mr. R's fucking backlogged. This isn't even an exhaustive list, and it cleans the majority of them, but I'm... But I tried to stick to games I either own or had played enough to get a solid opinion. Still props to you. Is this new laptop powerful? How much did it cost? $1,000. Do you explain the Mikasa thing after this? Do we gotta? Which one? The final Mikasa scene? Why I like it? This isn't loading very fast, and you jinxed us. Frankly embarrassing. Where is the script? I don't think I can... No, because I haven't opened it yet. If we open this up and we go over... We're doing Attack on Titan news now, chat. You better get engaged. We got 13 viewers now, so I was scared. We had 2 viewers for like 10 minutes at the beginning. I wasn't liking that, but understanding Attack on Titan ending and why it's good. Haha, do you get the pun? Hurry up and start opening, motherfucker. Unless it's not going to because OneDrive isn't connected properly. Is this the fully updated version? I think it is. Scroll the fuck up. Why are you doing this? Here we go. Understanding Attack on Titan's ending and why it's good. Get it? Because the theme of the story is understanding. Haha, so it's like a riff on explained videos, but with actual thematic poignance. Isn't that incredibly clever and effective? Look at my big brain. Why the fuck is my phone already going flat? That's not good. I know, honestly, thematically, you think this is still trash. I mean, it's all a 10. Did you hear that correctly? Did I jinx it? Maybe. So since everything about Attack on Titan is about understanding, and we all failed to understand this until the last chapter came out, we have to recontextualize the entire series, and more importantly, the entire chapter. The scrolling thing on this fucking laptop sucks. Like scrolling up and down with my fingers. Still in my throat. Fuck. This first scene is all about Armin coming to understand Eren. I don't know if I should just read. I feel like I say all this better in the fucking document anyway. So that's what's happening here. God, we're taking a while to load this fucking goddamn chapter, aren't we? So that's the first scene. And then obviously this scene, we're all having fun. Suplexing Falco in the background. I'm trying to figure out how much I have to explain. We've got all this stuff. There's a lot of little details in here that are great. Like the fact that the glasses dude is not a Jaegerist, but he's clearly the leader of the Jaegerists. Because Miller actually pointed this out to me. I feel like I've said this on stream before, but if I'm repeating myself, fuck you. There's a scene where this dude is talking to Shardus, and Shardus just tells him to infiltrate the Jaegerists. So, like, the Jaegerists here are being led by people that don't believe in it. Like, Hitch is here yawning. Rico's over here. This dude specifically doesn't believe it. Glasses dude. So it's, like, almost guaranteed that Armin will win in the end with his story or in this dude. They can probably convince the population. Kiyomi's also back here. The Jean joke about him ending up with Mikasa is only strengthened through a bunch of little things I'll point out in the video. Now, the final scene. If we accept that everything is about understanding here, then this scene makes a lot of sense when initially it really didn't to about anyone. So, earlier in the chapter, right, Eren does the incel meme where he freaks out about Mikasa possibly actually moving on with another dude. And he gets weird and cringes out about how he wants to be with Mikasa. But ultimately, Eren, this is like a momentary outburst, and Eren actually wants Mikasa to move on. Now, move on isn't really the right thing, but like continue to live her life. Now, it looks like for the last 3 years, she really hasn't been doing that. She's just kind of been moping around with Eren. Also, this shot of her looking out from the tree with no walls in the horizon is pretty effective, and I like a lot. And I didn't really think about that the first time I ever saw the chapter. This is just Shinganshina without any walls around it. This is basically what Eren has accomplished here. Then she gets sad again because she really hasn't moved on here. She's still sad. She's excited that everybody else is coming back. She can see them again. But she says she wants to meet him again. Bird grabs the scarf. And then she has like the motivation here to move on. So basically what's happening metaphorically through the bird is Eren is telling her to move on. But he's telling her... Oh my god, how do I feel like I wrote this down because I have to think this through and I can't think this through on stream. There has to be notes down here somewhere because I haven't actually scripted the part about Mikasa yet. Do it with me, chat. Mikasa scarf bullshit. She outgrew the scarf and then regret. No, that's just countering stupid talking points. The main theme about Attack on Titan is understanding, not freedom, not nationalism, or anything like that. People will immediately dismiss this as being naive and stupid cringe, Lamau. But it's just optimistic, which people on the cynical internet inherently reject. These idiots see Naruto. I want to bring up the Naruto point. Armin understands the most. That's why he cuddles Eren, even though he rumbled 80% of the population. We aren't focusing on moral implications, but rather personal understanding. Eren only finally understands Mikasa at the end. That can now. Hold on. Eren only finally understands Mikasa at the end, and through that can now convince her to move on from him, not forgetting him forever, but loosening the grip of the scarf, and Eren to look out onto the freedom he brought her with his sacrifice, and looks over Shinganshina not boxed in by the walls. The view from the tree has changed. Eren did accomplish something. So the point is that Eren only understands Mikasa now because in the moment with Armin where he does the incel shit, he finally understands what Mikasa was going through the entire series of looking off at somebody else, like advancing. Whereas the meme, they reiterate this a bunch, and especially in the when Hannes is about to die and they're about to chase after Eren after Bertolt and Reiner revealed themselves and taken him and Ymir, is they say the thing like, oh, Mikasa and Armin are always chasing after Eren. And when you think about it, Eren was always the one being like chased after, not doing the chasing. So in this scenario where he kind of wants to chase Mikasa, he now understands how she felt the entire time of like, it's like completely out of his control now. So now he understands what it's like to be Mikasa, so he can better convince her to try and move on. Now in the previous chapter 138, he's trying to convince her to move on. In the vision thing, she's like, Mikasa, move on after I die, because he's going to die from the Titan cancer thing, the Ymir's curse or whatever, in that vision or whatever. But this is like just like a platitude of him basically trying to feel sorry for himself. He's trying to be like, I don't mean anything, Mikasa, you can just move on, which is not effective in getting anybody to ever move on. Whereas now that he understands her properly, he can like he takes the scarf off a little bit as the bird or whatever. But Mikasa is still wearing the scarf, so she can always remember him, but she can move on while remembering him. So moving on is kind of the operative word here. And that's part of the last scene thing. Scouts are about understanding. Hanji embodies this through our science and understanding of Titans from an early point in the series. The Alliance becomes the Scouts as Marley. The Alliance becomes the Scouts as the Marley members of the Alliance have to wear the uniforms, and the Alliance end up changing. The Jaegers end up changing the emblem because they don't understand, doesn't assemble, and how to handle the intolerant. That's why. Oh my god. Is it has to fucking reload these pages again? God damn it. What is going on here, computer? That's why, like, the new symbol isn't just the Wings of Freedom anymore. There's gross guns in the way. Because they changed it. Because the Jaegers, they don't understand. That's the wrong thing I wanted to click on. The anti-American meme Minty is violently against. But we'll talk about that. I haven't looked at chat for a long time. And they haven't been saying much. So there we go. I know how thematically good you think it is. Still think it's trash. I think I already read that. Did I hear that correctly? Did I jinx it? Ellen is Burb. Wait, what? That's not what Shardis said. He said that one day we'll have to stand up to the cruelty of the world, aka Jaegers. Actually, I don't think it was set up when they rebel against the Jaegers. Miller sent me the scene. I don't remember what chapter it's in, so if somebody can figure it out, we can go and look at it. I actually thought it was set up for when they'll rebel against the Jaegers at the end of the series. Besides, I'm still not convinced that's the same guy. It's absolutely the same guy. Shake my head, Eren, what a guy. By killing 80% of the world, he finally gets to understand his waifu. Every time I see something about Attack on Titan, I hate the last arc more and more. Well, it doesn't seem like Health AU is very convinced, but this is the meme. I'll flesh it out more in this video. I don't want to write videos. Video making sucks, and I hate it all. And I don't want to talk about Attack on Titan right now, so that's the extent of that. I don't really want to talk about these fucking videos either. Especially when Miller's not here to fanboy out about fucking pause and select. Embarrassing, frankly. But what the fuck else are we going to do on stream? Over the last 2 weeks, what have I been up to? Anything wacky or interesting? I've been watching so much Preston Jacobs over the last few days. You just got to get on the Preston Jacobs bandwagon, alright? If you in any way have any interest in a Game of Thrones or a Song of Ice and Fire, you've just got to get on the bandwagon. You just got to watch all the theories, and you got to watch them once a year because you forget the fucking density of this shit. You got to find out about how the Maesters killed all the dragons, and it's all a big conspiracy. You got to figure out that Littlefinger put the entire fucking country in debt when he was Master of Coin in order to buy up shit because he's a faceless man, bravosy motherfucker. You got to figure out the Tower of Joy. There's some weird shit going on here. You got to figure out how everybody's manipulating everybody. Big picture videos. You got to figure out that it's a post-nuclear war society. You just got to fucking figure this shit out. You just got to be on the grind. If you're not, frankly, you're a lesser person than us who are. Theory videos most recent, these are just the one-off ones. How the Freys are going to have a civil war that's been happening in the background. How Olenna didn't kill Joffrey. Who does he say killed Joffrey? I always forget the conclusion of this video. Tywin, I think he says. Tywin was trying to kill Tyrion because Joffrey drinks from Tyrion's cup. And then accidentally... Or there's also the meme that maybe it was Cersei who was trying to kill Tyrion, but then Joffrey drinks from his cup, and that's why in the next book we slowly watch Cersei go crazy because she's trying to repress the fact that she killed her own son, even though that's supposed to be the only thing he cares about. The dead Frey in the snow, apparently Ramsay killed him. Isn't that an interesting meme? Who tried to kill Bran? That's really never addressed in the show. They just kind of imply that it was like Littlefinger. He sort of goes into how it was probably not Joffrey. And that's a whole meme. This fucking crow rigged the election for Jon Snow. Incredible. Euron's going to use some krakens to beat up the people at Old Town. Isn't that interesting? You just got to get on all the fucking videos. You just got to. Daggers for Jon, the conspiracy, how it developed. The War of the Raven. I can't remember what that one is. But I'm going to rewatch it all. Some of the older ones are the most interesting one, right? The Ironborn videos, the Dawn ones, the Dornish Master Plan, North videos, Riverland videos about what the Brotherhood without banners are doing. What a wacky bunch those were. You've just got to get on the present. How does he only have 100,000? Ooh, we can add one more. On this account at least. What a 10 out of 10 channel. Nobody in chat has anything to say about Preston Jacobs. Embarrassing chat, frankly. Did any of you watch this pause and select fucking video? Can we get a survey of chat to see if anybody actually cares? It's interesting that he gets so little views for how much people talk about him. And it, like, the production value is like so good. It's like, Jesus Christ. How's he paying for all this? But we'll go into that. A bit later, I guess. I've got fucking notes. It truly must be painful being a Song of Ice and Fire YouTuber. I mean, he's got so much content to do at this point. He just started a new Brienne one, so I know he's been dragging this shit out. Even waiting for this next book for 7 years, but what did I have? Nate, Kingdom Hearts, Craft Foreign Policy. We talked about that. Craftstore Fairy Tale, Broy D. Chanel Celebrity and Killing Eve videos, and the Attack on Titan pause and select video. We go over Mal, Letterboxd, and the Gamer one. We did that. Watch videos on Stream Attack on Titan and Alex Enterprises. I don't know. Oh, the Ali Makovsky stuff. You watch Joe Rogan clips as you do. I've watched, like, her name just came up. I watched so many episodes of this girl's fucking podcast. Female comedian memes. Oh no, chat. Fuck you. She just had fucking Danny Brown on this goddamn podcast. So I watched all that shit. I've been watching so many of these fucking episodes. It's been like my comfort food background noise. Just a fucking... It's interesting how she does this podcast. Everything's a fucking podcast now. It's just her rambling into a thing. It's interesting to just see how she sort of does this meditative, like, long ass speeches that go for 40 minutes sometimes with all the interviews clocked in. But that's also been like my comfort food for the last 2 fucking weeks, just watching a million of these fucking podcasts. But I'm sure nobody knows about any of that shit. What else do I have in these fucking notes? Retractions are happening again. I don't have one to go over because I haven't finished the Vinland Saga one yet. High School of the Dead Pedantic Romantic video. I feel like I watched that video like 3 months ago and I wanted to talk about it on stream at some point. but fucked if I remember what about now. Did chat weigh in on whether or not they had seen this pause and select video? Let me go back to chat because I was in my notes now and my fucking phone is about to go flat, so I'm going to have to look at chat on the PC. So that'll be fun. It's on my list since it came out. God damn it, I really have to watch it. This pause and select video I'm assuming Anne is talking about. I like this video a lot. I think it's really good. It's the only pause and select video I've actually seen that isn't him reacting to other videos, which I didn't really like.
Let's start with the story. So somebody linked me Savage Book's Savage analysis of Attack on
We'll watch
Titan.
the intro here
He
to give people
focuses
some
on
context.
macro and micro plotting, and I've never heard of it used in those terms, but hey, you know what? It was pretty cool. But I was waiting, or perhaps idiotically so, for a specific term, and it never really came. And then I thought to myself, is this term used that often? And it's kind of funny, because it kind of isn't. I mean, Jaden's video is the only one that I know of that directly tackles it, despite the overwhelming ubiquity of it.
Your subscription to Reddit Premium has expired. Click here for details of how...
So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Attack on Titan Season 1.
Bro, wait a minute. What are the reasons
The
why
fucking, the goddamn green screen shit here is cool.
they don't talk about it? It's not because they don't know about it, but because it's so ubiquitous that there is no need to talk about it. Huh? Are you really willing to risk looking like a pompous ass just for the sake of a few views?
It's an interesting presentation because this is like an old YouTube trope of like kind of the internal monologue meme joke that's like so played out at this point that it can't possibly be funny. And I didn't laugh, but it wasn't cringe or anything. It's interesting how this video is presented because it's very much a scripted video, but it's him talking into the camera a lot. But it's not a full like BreadTube video where it's just kind of somebody talking into a camera, because he has a lot of the editing in here too. A lot of like animated little bits. I don't know how much of this video I'm just going to sit here and watch. I forgot the last 5 minutes is fucking credits. He talks about this like just understood 4-act structure type like Japanese storytelling thing. And it's funny because here he's talking about how everybody totally knows about it, when I guarantee most of the people watching this definitely had never heard of it before, because I never had. But this opens up a more interesting conversation about structuring as a concept, and sort of it goes into a subjective art meme, where it's sort of like, he talks about this 4-act structure and how Attack on Titan fits into it like perfectly, to the point where it almost, and I think he has like quotes of Isayama talking about how he uses it. He also does the thing I like where he frames the video around the concept he's talking the video about. So the 4-act structure is introduction, development, twist, and then conclusion. And obviously that's how he formats the video. He's got the prologue, then the introduction, the development, the twist, the conclusion. Red Letter Media has got this. They've got this talking point. Jay and fucking hell, why am I blanking? Mike. They've talked about this more recently. It's made me think about it more. Where they just basically break everything down into like a build up and a payoff, and how like everything in a narrative is like a build up and a payoff. I think they use different words than that, but that's how I'm fucking contextualizing it here. And it sort of goes into this structure meme where like every structure is kind of doing the same thing. It's just kind of the different way you identify it. And structures can be identifiably different. He also goes into it at the end about how structures also don't really exist, and it's just sort of you're identifying it after the fact, and how like arbitrary the nature of structure is at all, which is a more interesting conversation. A very interesting conversation, not necessarily more interesting. I was building up to a point. And it sort of goes into this point, right, where, and he breaks, I don't know, how much do I want to play this video? I don't want to just explain the fucking video. They've completely blanked on the point I was getting to. Build-ups and payoffs is basically every, like, aspect of everything in every story ever. So, It sort of goes into the pointlessness of structure, but how it sort of clicks in our minds better when we identify it and sort of try to recognize the pattern in other things. I think he talks about Madoka Magica also using it in here. I know, let's play a little bit of it.
これジャパニーズスクールのジャパニーズクラスでこれをやったから知っている起承転結これがストーリーの作り方ストーリーメイキングの基礎だと言われるよく言われる
This is Goto Junpei. He's part of a
Because Pause and Select is all about, like, understanding Japanese culture and, like, not just talking out of your ass. I don't know if he's Japanese. So it's like a lot of this stuff of like, well, this is something everybody in Japan understands. And as like Western anime viewers, we probably haven't ever heard of this. And sort of trying to analyze it without this like core structural thing is kind of stupid and just shows that we don't really know shit about what we're talking about.
manga scenario school named Tokyo Name Tank, and he's a mangaka. And here he's talking about Kishou Tenketsu.
初めから最後まで全部考えるんじゃなくてまず分けて考えるといいんじゃないかなみたいな
On a basic level, it's a pretty straightforward setup. Ki for introduction, Shou for development, Ten for shift, and Kits for conclusion. In short, you give the audience information they need to understand the general premise or argument. And you expand on the information, and then you shift the vantage point. And then what you do is you reconcile that shift with what you developed in the first two sections. And once you have a basic idea of Kishou Tenketsu, you can kind of see it everywhere. And if you're confused on what it still looks like, you can see how Yonkoma, for instance, structure their plots. The 4-panel structure is really easy to understand. You've got the setup, the repartee, twist, and boom, the punchline. And you'll find Kishou Tenketsu directly referenced in game design. The one that everyone always talks about is Mario and its level design, because it's particularly effective at teaching requests, again within a structure with some sort of procedural rep. It's all about exploration. And the anime one-core watching format slots nicely into it as well. Sanwagiri, or the 3-episode rule, would fall into the first fourth, the introduction, giving its audiences the basic information they need to interpret the rest of the series. But some shows obviously mess around with this.
いい最終回だったって言って3話切りされることもあるんだぜ次回物質大爆発その理由は見てのお
But
楽
here's
し
the
み
thing, right? Why is this important? Like,
I didn't get that joke until right now, so I didn't get it the first time, but I understand. I don't know if I want to play a bunch of this fucking goddamn video. I know I had more to say about it, but we'd have to literally watch the whole thing for me to remember. I don't know. I watched the Pause and Select video, but I think it went over my head. Every day, Carl, you make me discover new YouTube channels and personalities. Please stop cursing with your knowledge. His isekai videos are really good as well, by the way. That's what I hear. Okay, I'll go now. I'll continue. If I continue like this, it will become unbearable for me, so I'll see the VOD anyway. Have a good day, y'all. Okay, if we scroll through, when he's actually talking about Attack on Titan, I mean, he doesn't really... It's not really about Attack on Titan, it's just a structural analysis thing.
Attack on Titan, in particular, its first season, which consists of the bulk of my textual analysis, unfortunately, Bella, is an incredibly orthodox, in a good way, application of Kishou Tenketsu to some really interesting effects. We often presume stories as an exchange. You got action, reaction, conclusion, boom, done. This
is funny, because I remember Miller would always argue with the with the Eren is the antagonist video about reaction and protagonist being reactive almost inherently, which is, he kind of touches on this here, how that's how we understand stories, is there's an action and then a reaction from the protagonist, and then
as
development.
You got action, reaction, conclusion, boom, done. This is at the heart of the conflict presented, but Kishou Tenketsu is focused less on conflict and more on dynamism.
国際的な三部構成から考えると、この起承転結の四部構成は全く論理的ではない。
Admitting stories are illogical? What? Don't tell the people on YouTube.
And sometimes that can be real violent.
そのものが何の役に立つっていうの？
しかし、この日本ではこの四部構成が非常に好まれます。
And Attack on Titan definitely uses that. Upon publication of the first manga chapter, Isayama mentioned on his blog that he felt that it probably should have been more exciting, and that he probably should have offloaded a lot more of the introduction into the second chapter. This
is interesting, because you probably don't remember this, but if you go back, the first chapter doesn't end with Aaron's mum being eaten. It just ends with Bertolt showing up. And it is a lot of introduction stuff, which is interesting, especially if that was like the first, like for a whole month, that was all the Attack on Titan that existed. It's kind of an interesting thing, especially when the first episode is so famous for ending with the shot of Carla getting eaten, and sort of that collectively traumatizing everybody and sort of kickstarting the popularity that I think episode 5 is when it really started to be like, oh, everybody is into this. This is like a global phenomenon moving forward. But like, why the first episode is so impactful in that sort of way. But you sound thinking like it was a little too boring. I mean, all his are idiots about their own work, alright? They're always going to be so self-critical to the point where they're stupid. I think it works pretty well. Also, this image from the first chapter is like one of the best imagery pieces in all of Attack on Titan. It's so fucking good. And it like works so well in videos too. Usually when you up-res old, just any like panel, it looks terrible. But this panel always looks good. In my videos, Bacon put it into the thing, and he has it in this video. It was a little interesting. Like, I get it.
So he is, on a basic level, aware of it and has attempted to apply it. But on a structural level, there's quite a lot going on. All right, so let's move on to the anime and break down season 1. It's 25 episodes with recaps, so let's split it into 2 sections pretty.
Yeah, so he splits it up into 2 introduction, development, twist, conclusion things.
Evenly. In those 2 seconds, you have 2 straightforward arguments. How the humans position themselves in the war against Titans, and in the latter, what that war necessarily means. In the first section, the story introduces the conditions, what Eren wants to do, what the Corps has to face, and then it launches them right into the middle of the war. But that war undergoes a dramatic twist. So, alright, Eren gets beast mode, and boom, surprise, he comes back all beast mode and beast mode someone else. The twist here sets up the first argument presented in the macro 4-act structure. The Titans are, or at least some of them, might...
It's a little fast. I don't know if I want to fucking watch this whole video. I always feel weird doing that.
...be human. So now we gotta reconcile with that. After the break, we reset the structure. Now that
a lot of these shots I don't remember. Like that shot of the tree, I don't remember that at all. It's like cool looking tree. It's been so long since I've watched like any Attack on Titan episodes that weren't reactions. And that kind of bastardizes your view of things. If you watch too many, like if you haven't rewatched anything properly and you're just watching like reactions of it, it sort of colors your perception really bad. Reaction videos are bad and we shouldn't be watching them.
Now that we know Eren can become a Titan, this section focuses on figuring out the limit of his abilities, right? Though it's labeled in 3 parts, the overall structure is still pretty similar. They set up what they need to do as well as Eren's role, and then they run into the female Titan. Though the female Titan consists of a significant amount of the second half, the twist is still roughly in the same place, because around episode 20, they gotta deal with a mole in the squad. And thus, the turn here isn't just that Eren isn't unique, because there's somebody else, but there is also something grander, something conspiratorial. So why is this important or relevant to Attack on Titan? Like, of all the shows, why this one? I could have talked about any of them, right? Well, other than trying to harvest views, of course. One of the strengths of Kisho Tenketsu is that it's strikingly capable at setting up spatial awareness within a narrative, by forcing the reader to reconcile the twist with what...
Spatial awareness within a narrative. Isn't that a fucking line?
They understood.
Should I be looking at fucking chat? Pinegut is here. Hey, Carl, have you heard the good news? What's the good tree? The good news, the tree is so realistic. I don't remember that shot either. Same here. Looks cool. A bunch of people showed up in chat. Jimmy Barrett is here. Pinegut. Maybe it's from the OVA. Maybe. I don't know, because I haven't watched that. I think it might be from the female Titan arc. I'm not sure. But no.
They not only come to a greater conclusion, but also have a clearer idea of the scope of what it is they were given. And this can be used in pretty striking ways. Rudy Barrett, for instance, actually uses horror as an example of effective Kisho Tengetsu, because horror is really exceedingly good at taking advantage of the twist. The eerie part, as a shift, decenters the assumed viewer. Something, in effect, becomes off. And for horror, it's made to cause a sense of discomfort. And this is just as applicable to Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is a particularly noteworthy example because it is all about how a shift in vantage point rejigs the fundamental conclusions people come to. That there is a real...
like core themes and changing context in Attack on Titan?
...realization that something is broader than immediately assumed, and the conclusions we come to demands an earnest reconciliation with what we know versus what we don't know. The act of discovery and reconciliation with this shocking information is, in incredibly pompous language, really the heart of Attack on Titan. It is Kisho Tenketsu.
What did he say? He didn't say recontextualization. What did he say? Something? I was about to like repeat it and then I forgot it.
Then immediately assumed, and with conclusions we come to demand an earnest reconciliation.
Reconciliation. No, it doesn't really mean the exact same thing as recontextualization. I was trying to think if I could replace recontextualization as a word.
Versus what we don't know. The act of discovery and reconciliation with this shocking information is, in incredibly pompous language, really the heart of Attack on Titan. It is Kisho Tenketsu in an abstract sense. The structure here is everywhere. But of course, as an analysis in hindsight, I mean, Attack on Titan involves 4s, right? So can we just go with that? 4 seasons? 4 sections?
Okay, hold up.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. You know what? 1 second, guys. Come on.
Is speeding it up gonna ruin the gag?
Remember watching the 3rd episode of Madoka Magica for the first time? A lot of people mentioned this moment as...
I don't think I'd ever seen a lot of Madoka footage. This shit looks cool as fuck. This like aesthetic here? What is going on here? This looks fucking sick. Maybe you should watch the show.
As a place where it gets real dark, where everything turns, and if the Soviet animation hadn't tipped you off...
Look at that shit. I want to see this weird abstract art, so why didn't somebody tell me about this?
Right? But there's actually something important about that. Because one, you know, it makes sense, but it also brings up an important question. Is this the end of the introduction? On one hand, you can look at Mommy's death and go, well, of course. It gives you everything you need to know to understand the fundamental progression that's about to happen, and then it locks the tone of the show in, and now we're in for the Ura Butcher's wild ride. Hell yes, baby. Let's go. But on the other hand, you can make an argument that it's a discombobulation of what's been presented.
Fuck off? Who's fucking off, Mother Brain TV. Should probably keep up with the chat, huh? Well, Madoka is the best looking anime ever. Madoka is great. Well, there you go. Chat's endorsing it.
Messes up the information.
Mother Brain TV is in chat too.
And now we have to rework the narrative thus far.
Look at all this shit.
In some senses, it can feel like a false introduction. This is the basic problem presented by what we call a parallax view, where the vantage point can dictate the conclusions we make about something.
Hold on. So if we do the gag bit and we try to apply it to the structure, the beginning, he makes fun of having to point out the thingy. Then he, where does he get the knife? And then he gets the knife to try and fight off his future self, but he doesn't show up. And then there's a twist here where the future self is like a riot or something, if I remember correctly. I know I was just trying to internalize that real quick.
Where the vantage point can dictate the conclusions we make about something.
What I mean by parallax is...
I can't say this dude's name, but the fact that he was in this video is funny to me.
Not only what is the literal, usual meaning of the term, which is you observe an object, you see a change, but that change is not really a change in the object, but just a change in how you relate to the object in your perspective of the object. I think that one should add another twist and transpose this shift, which may appear to be just a shift in your perception, into reality itself.
Why do I want to call him Zebek? Like he's the fucking One Piece main bad guy. It's Zizek or whatever. Where are the philosophy bros in here? Well, never mind that Mbake and both aren't here, so...
Interest me is objects which are in themselves inconsistent.
And it's no different here.
Is this from Madoka as well? Because holy fucking shit. Look at this goddamn aesthetic. Also, this thing about, like, the change maybe isn't happening with the object, but with your perspective is cute, and I like it a lot. Madoka is a 10 out of 10 series, then Rebellion was such a letdown. Is that the movie? Because I heard the movie is getting a sequel. I'm not expecting Zizek to show up in an Attack on Titan video essay. Well, there he is. Pine Kid is linking something.
The value of Kisho Tenketsu. Arguably, it sticks the twist landing pretty well. What matters, I think, is that a breakdown, whether you're a reader or a writer, of Kisho Tenketsu ultimately demands coming to a conclusion as to what you think the structure is trying to do. And thus the vantage point becomes a vital perspective. After all, a twist or a shift in perspective only happens under the assumption that you've got the view that the story expects from you. If the Soviet animation never trips you up, or Samogiri never stops you, then what determines the structure part of the 4-act structure can vary wildly. Or perhaps it might not even exist at all. Excuse me. Where is this bastard? Come on, I'm ready. Come on, let's go.
So that was the point about the structure stuff not actually existing, maybe at all. It's just something you try to identify things through. But
So Scott McCloud has this book. It's called Understanding Comics, where he mentions aspect-to-aspect panels being a mainstay of Japanese comics. Knowing the existence of the aspect-to-aspect paneling does not necessarily mean that every manga incorporates it, or that it even necessarily makes any particular story better. What it does do, however, is arm yourself as a reader for a better appreciation of how this particular aesthetic object, in this immediate moment, in this lens, is presented. At the same time, it also arms you with the analytical vocabulary. What? It gives you more tools for your analysis toolbox. Kisho Tenketsu is similar. Just because I think it's a really noticeable and used really well in Attack on Titan doesn't necessarily mean that you must go out and see it everywhere. You don't gotta do that. But I chose Attack on Titan because, to me, it's everywhere. It's all about the shift and structure and attempts at grappling a world
this idea of you can't unsee things is clever too.
larger and more dynamic than you might have thought, and how you process that information when perspectives change, sometimes violently so. Maybe you don't see it. Maybe even after understanding it, you still don't like it. And hell, I'm not saying that Kisho Tenketsu must be used for everything. God forgive me if I recommended the Monomyth or Freytag's Pyramid to everything. Bro, that'd be insane. But at least knowing about it helps. It bridges potential miscommunications and misinterpretations. It helps shift, dare I say it, the vantage point. Yeah, landed that joke. Hell yes. Whoa. Hey, everybody, how's it going? So you might be...
And that's basically the end of the video. But I think, I don't know, I feel like I had some other things to say. Man, I should really write shit down when I'm first watching them, because I always have, like, whenever I watch these videos, it's like, oh, I can talk about all this stuff. And then I'm like, oh, if I watch the video, I'll remember all the stuff I wanted to say. And it just never fucking happens. It just never fucking happens. Who's liking my tweets? Not enough of you, I'll tell you that fucking much. How many viewers we got? 11? Man, we really killed off the fucking 150 viewers we damn near had. Oh, I don't know if I want to talk about these other videos. How long have we been going? Now, that's an important question. An hour? I don't know if we have a lot. I just wanted, like, this is just our mini return stream. Maybe we'll go for 23 minutes. What should we do for 23 more minutes, rather? What should we do for the next 23 minutes, chat? It was a Sopranos reference, sorry. Was it? So, a new laptop? This is indeed a new laptop. The other one broke forever. It's never coming back. I kind of wanted to read through a bunch of things to go back and edit them. I'm so fucking tired. I fucking slept for like 3 hours in the last, what? How long has it been? I don't know. In the last while. My sleep schedule's so fucked at this point. I'm going to bed at like 7:30 a.m., waking up at about 11. Then maybe I sleep for like an hour after being up for like 3 hours. And now it's sort of started to correct where when the football's on, I'll sleep through some football games that are sort of boring. And then like from like 9 to 11 I'll sleep, and then I'll be up again until 7. If you're fucking caught on to any of that. It's a nightmare realm of living right now, but there we go. The Jimmy Hoffa joke in season 6, episode 4. I don't remember the Jimmy Hoffa joke, actually, because I haven't watched that since seeing The Irishman and getting some context for that, so that's interesting. What's the joke? Do we have a link to the joke? I don't remember it at all. The Sopranos Jimmy Hoffa. Can we look at that? Why is it an 8-minute fucking thing? No, it's Jimmy Altieri, not Jimmy Hoffa. I was like, what the fuck? God, this fucking movie is so good. God, should we watch Irishman clips? Remember these BuzzFeed fucking videos? The creepiest fucking shit you've ever seen in your life? It was so cheap. It would just do the dramatic music and the over-the-top narration, but it would freak me the fuck out every time. These unsolved, shitty videos. God, this scene is so fucking good.
I am sitting
In a room.
full of fucking idiots. You dumb motherfuckers! You know what you did?
Why isn't it
You
loading?
take Johnny O'Rourke's kid and you put him on as general organizer, pay him 36 fucking grand at the same time. You let him sell insurance to his fucking fathers.
To his fucking fathers.
can you be?
If there's any OG fucking stream viewers in chat, we used to play this scene like once a stream, and I'd just quote the whole fucking thing.
That fucking cocksucker Kennedy has got his nose up my ass everywhere I go. You don't know they're hounding me. They're looking at everything I do, and you let this happen
I'm going
in
to jail.
public. You're giving it to him. I'm going to jail. You understand? I'm going to prison because of you. You dumb motherfuckers. This is what you wanted. You wanted to put me in jail. Tell me now, so I can kill you. Right here. Right here.
And then Frank leaves, but then he starts apologizing to Frank because he didn't mean him. I need to reload this shit to see if the fucking titles are gonna load. This laptop is doing some weird shit wrong already, and I'm not too fond. I spent so much money on this thing. Why isn't it loading the fucking YouTube titles? Huh? That's not good. Look, it tries to load it here, but then it goes white. What's the deal with that, chat? I like those Unsolved series. Looks like a PS5 game sometimes. What, the movie because of the de-aging stuff? I honestly never notice it. Like, he looks a little weird, but I just assume that's what Al Pacino looks like now. Hold on, I want to check something real quick. Man, 6,000 views in 2 weeks. Disrespectful. Disgusting, frankly. I think it's a YouTube problem, not your laptop, maybe. Rockin' Revy is on the fast track. It's getting like 1,000 views a day to 200k, which will be cool. 200k for Rockin' Revy will be sweet. Maybe I can get a retraction for it up before then. The joke was the doctors/surgeons were patching up Tony's wound, so it goes. Main surgeon, oh my god, attending the other doctors. What is it, doctor? Main surgeon says at womb. It's Jimmy Harper. Really? In the big dream sequence? Because, yeah, that would be in the dream sequence episode, huh? I really gotta piss. Chad, do you got anything to say before we maybe end stream? We can build up to a bigger stream tomorrow. I should have the retraction ready. Right now, I slept from like 7 till 8 because I was tired, and I was fucking so frustrated. I couldn't get a bunch of shit to work. I couldn't change the name. The name of the computer was just my full name, so I was like, oh my god, I can't stream without fucking doxing myself tonight. How miserable. And then I couldn't get the fucking microphone to work, and then it was not a good time. But I'm fucking tired. Let's talk about Naruto, but I haven't watched any more Naruto. Never thought Back Lagoon would be this famous. I mean, it's a pretty fucking famous show. Pretty popular. I feel like I'm forgetting, like, everything I wanted to do. I guess we can talk about this. I didn't go through a bunch of scripts. That was another thing I wanted to do, but I don't have the energy to think about it or read it. I'm watching Eric from Blindwave play through The Last of Us Part 2. That's been a lot of my other what do you call it? Downtime spending? And it's so good. We just gotta make 1 million Last of Us 2 videos. That's our future. I didn't even talk about the Mia Maffova idea to somehow maybe do a video every day in May. We'll see how that works. I have to do a lot of work moving into May, and there's only like 3 days left. How many fucking days left in this month is there? Is it 30 days or 31? There's only 30 days. I got 4 days left, and I'm fucking tired, so I'm not going to do anything tonight, I don't think. That might be over before it even begins. But I listed out 31 video ideas or whatever that I could do over the next month. But I definitely wouldn't have gotten. I definitely wouldn't get excited for that. Just dox yourself calm, makes things easier now. I've done it before. Blind Waves, like Adriana Dan, she was so Pike still is down with the Adriana cause. Invincible is really good. I don't know what Invincible is. But yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else to go over, chat? I feel like this was a very nothing stream. I don't know. We kind of have to figure... That was Jack 2 base, too. I didn't even realize that. Sapphire and Nuzlocke. We gotta figure out if we're actually gonna do this. I'll have to create a new outline and everything for it. I kind of want to do it. How do you feel about another Nuzlocke, chat? It's been like 3 or 4... might have been like 6 months since we finished the Nuzlocke. Season 4 was too slow. Are we talking about Is Invincible a show? I feel like that might have been a reference to a Blind Wave show I see reactions to popping up in my feed. Pinekit says, let's go. I feel like the highest average viewership for non-Attack on Titan shit, because Attack on Titan shit doesn't happen anymore. No, The Sopranos, let's go. Season 4 was slow. Season 4 has light caps in it, which is the breakup episode. But outside of that, I honestly can't remember what the fuck happens in Season 4. But whatever. Fuck, what was I talking about before that? Before Pinekit distracted me with The Sopranos. Dangle it in front of my face. Fuck! What was I talking about? Chat, remind me. We were doing Nuzlocke memes. Oh, I think the Nuzlocke... Like, we were getting, like, 19 average viewers, I feel, for the Nuzlocke. Even when it was even when it wasn't going so hot. So... I don't know. How do we save the viewership for the streams? Actually have something planned for streams and have streams be exciting? That might be it. But Nuzlocke and Attack on Titan videos. Yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll come in with more of a plan to watch a bunch of the other YouTubers' Attack on Titan final chapter videos and other shit like that. Face reveal. No, I don't think so. You get the views. I don't think so. I'm fucking falling asleep in this fucking car here. Invincible videos. Apple's Tower of Iron is here. But we're leaving, chat. I gotta give kisses and go to sleep. I'm tired as fuck. Wait, do we have... Yeah. I was thinking, does the laptop carry over the fucking emotes? Of course it does. What the fuck? I always try to put it in the middle here, but it always fucks up. Let's see if we can do it this way. Don't give me a fucking red dotted line after the fact. There, I did get it in the middle. Bye. So I think we might be back tomorrow. Don't hold me to it. Check Twitter. I'll usually tweet out if I'm streaming or not. What is it today? Today's only Monday. We got a bunch of shit to do. I'm not even making sense anymore. What are you idiots doing here listening to this? But yeah, I'll have a more composed, more planned out stream that isn't planned. Like, I literally was still trying to get the microphone to work while I got in the car today. Though we did go for... I think we do have a lot more charge on this laptop. But whatever, I'm rambling at this point. Everybody get out of here. Tomorrow will be a real boy stream. This was just basically a test stream. So be here for that one. 9, damn, that's sad. What, Pinekit is saying? 9 viewers? Yeah, it might be sad. But that's it. Get out of here. Be back here tomorrow for the real boy stream.